Following a very successful debut, we're back with round 2 of Red, White, and Food. Let's go to our host, Paytyn Heldreth, to see what staff and faculty member she has on this episode.
Hello and welcome to the second episode of Red, White, and Food. Today we have another special guest, our French teacher, Mr. Titus-Glover. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Paytyn.
You have a dish from West Africa. Can you tell me what it is, like what all goes into it as well?
So it's called jollof rice, and it's basically a rice dish cooked in the sauce. So you can make it with beef or chicken or other things. Jollof rice is cooked across West Africa, and there's actually a very healthy competition where countries pretend like they have the best jollof rice. But I'm here to tell you today that Ghana has the absolute best jollof rice. So typically I don't measure things. I've been cooking since I was a little kid, so measurements don't really work. If you want to measure, use about 4 tablespoons of olive oil. It seems like a lot, but by the time you're done cooking the beef, a bunch of it has been soaked up into the beef, and then you'll use what's left in the pan to cook the rest of this stuff. Just carefully drop it in there. I'll set this right here. And while that's cooking, I'm going to put a little bit of curry powder in here. Again, no real measurements here. A little bit of, I usually put a bunch of different spices in there. I have some basil in here. Oh, basil. And again, you'll be smelling this pretty soon. And some onion, which adds to the flavor and the smell.
What region are you from?
So I grew up in Accra, which is the southern part of the country, of Ghana. So it's called the Greater Accra region. It's the capital of Ghana. I did most of my schooling there till I went to college, and then I traveled to the central region farther north of where I grew up, and I did my college work there, 2 years of university. And since I was studying French and Ghana speaks English, I ended up going to Senegal, a French-speaking country, for a year, which turned into 11 years after that. I'll add a little bit of salt. Where's my salt? I don't have salt here. Maybe I forgot to add that. And then a couple other. So this is kind of like bouillon, but in powder form. I have a couple different kinds that I'll put in here. And again, I'm sorry I can't provide you with measurements because I've never really cooked with measurements.
Do you eat this alone, or do you usually have it with like some sort of dish, like a bread or some sort of other carby thing?
So this is like a one-pan meal. It's all in the pan. When I make it, though, I make some kind of a vegetable to go with it, which is why we have the bell peppers cut up here. That'll be going into their own little thing.
I see we have ginger here. Do you?
Right. So the ginger is going to go in the blender with some garlic and half a bell pepper, red bell pepper. Thank you. Commercial stuff. So I'm going to skin the ginger and then put some of it and a couple of garlic things in here. And some of the beef broth, just a little bit.
Is this an acquired taste, or is it something that everyone can just enjoy?
In my opinion, it's so good, you taste it once, you'll keep coming back for it. I'm going to take out the beef chunks. Yes, here. Yeah, messy.
You want me to hold it?
Actually, I think I got it. Thank you. Let's get these out. The onions can go with the beef, or they can stay in here. There'll be more onions. As you can tell, we use a lot of onions, spices, and things like that. Next thing to go in is our canned tomato, which is right in front of me here. If you could see the bottom of the pan, you would see that it has a good bit of the spices and stuff on the bottom. It's stuck in there. Perfect. Thank you. So the tomato will go in. Since it's cool, it'll help dislodge all the spices and stuff in the bottom. And then that brings out its own flavor to and smell. We're going to dump the whole thing in here. And again, you can smell.
Will anything else that needs to go into it while it simmers? Like I see we have rice here.
Right, so we'll put the tomato in next with some more onion and let that cook down. And then when it's cooked down, we'll add some beef broth, and then the rice goes in with the beef broth, and it'll cook for about half an hour.
Half an hour, so a very long process.
It is a long process, but in my opinion, it's absolutely worth it. It's worth the wait.
Does it get better like the longer you cook it, or?
Yes, so the spices have more of a chance to seep into everything the longer you let it sit.
So with the power of TV magic, we will have a fully prepared meal. Now we have our jollof rice.
That's right.
So, and I'm personally excited about this because, as I said before, I've never had anything from West Africa. So let's try this. I'm really excited.
I'm going to start with the piece of beef because I like how it tastes.
Yeah. I'm going to get rice and beef and all that stuff. Well, that is it. Another episode is down. It has been finished. Mr. Glover, thank you so much for coming onto the show and allowing me to actually try this. I'm very excited, or very happy that you said yes. It's awesome.
Well, thank you again for inviting me. This has been amazing for me.
If you yourself have any recipes that you would like to share and come onto the show, you can come see Mrs. Dillon in the Radio TV room 253. I'm your host, Paytyn Heldreth, and this has been Red, White, and Food.
Stay tuned for the next episode of Red, White, and Food right here on the Patriot Connection. And thanks so much to Mrs. Hilberry for lending us her kitchen and her expertise every episode.